Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play.
My people, something they happen, eh? They say waiting we never see, we never waka reach there. Today video, I dey watch the video, tears they come out from my eye, cold they enter my body. Now about this, our brother wey be say he escape for death. They be want you delete this woman husband, and army. During the time of the time where they say make they go Sabista Forest and others, now they send and go the place. My people, for this life, they say if you not do anything evil, God will definitely be by your side. Make I live when I watch the video. When I hear from the man mouth, what really happened. Before I go live when I welcome back to my channel. I beg, if today na the first time we be saying they come across my channel, you are highly welcome. Please consider hitting the subscribe button and also turn on the bell. The essence of that bell is whenever I upload any new video, you will come check it out. To all my old and returning subscribers, thank you very much for your massive support. I really do appreciate. I beg make you not fail to share this video. Share this video. Make them for see what thing they happen all over. And also like leave your comment down below what you think about the video. I will be right back.
My name is Bankole Taiwo Olishola. I'm a soldier by profession, but now I'm having problem with the job now.
What kind of problem are you having with the job?
Actually, I was enlisted into the Nigerian Army February 18, 2002. And since then, I've been doing my job diligently, without no problem. On the 15th of January 2013, I was being nominated to go for Mali operation when Mali is there's crisis in Mali. So I was nominated to go for Mali operation. So we're being beefed up at 81 Battalion Ibadan. So when we get to Ibadan, so we set for the journey. We train in Kachia in Kaduna State. We train in Jaji, and we train at Sokoto before the movement to Mali could not be possible. Now they ask us to go to Maiduguri. So getting to Maiduguri, that was on the 26th of August 2013. That's when we get to Maiduguri in order to go and counter the insurgency. Getting there, our morale was high based on the training that we have acquired. Our morale was high to flush away the elements of those Boko Haram that are disturbing the nation. Before we get to the theater ground where we went to fight, our commander briefed us that there are strong force in a particular forest called Kafia Forest, because we were deployed in Gubio local government of Borno State. So when we get to Kafia Forest, before we get to Kafia Forest, they promised us that they will give us air raid, because the people that are there, they are of strong force, that they will use air bombardment before they will use air bombardment before we could go for mop-up. So, but the attack was not planned by our commander. Truly, a jet came to come and just deceive us. When that jet came into our camp, suddenly we could not see the jet again. But our morale was high that maybe the jet has gone ahead before us. Getting to that Kafia forest in that Gubio local government, that is how we just discover the Boko Haram have enveloped us. We did not even know their location based on the intelligence report. It was a wrong report that the intelligence gave. So suddenly, they started firing at us. So everyone was confused. Our commander, everybody got confused. And we have about 38 casualties. 38 soldiers died in the scene of that attack. That was on the 12th of September 2013. That was when that attack happened. So when we leave, so when we come to the camp, by the special grace of God, because I cannot say that I'm so perfect, or maybe I'm the one that is it's not my power, but by the special grace of God, God saved me and vindicate me out of that attack. That is why I could be able to survive it. So getting to the camp, all of us were in the camp. We were sobering for those that we have lost. So fortunately, they asked us to go for reinforcement. When they asked us to go for reinforcement based on who wants to go. So after we came back from that reinforcement, a driver, bring one of the diseased soldier into the camp. So when he brought those diseased soldier into the camp, about 5 to 6 diseased soldiers that's supposed to be taken to the mortuary, they brought those diseased soldiers to the camp. From there, they started fire. So soldiers now started showing their grievances by firing to the air. Those that came for rescue team, those that they brought for our rescue team. So everybody now started showing their grievances. They started shooting to the air. When they started shooting to the air, so from there, I thought that is where everything will even end. On the 16th of September, so they say I should come and write what I knows about it. As in the military police, they asked me to come and write what I know about that incident. I don't know anything. My own is that I know that there is a lot of firing in the camp. From there, we were being detained. They detained us at my Malari barrack, military police, 21 Brigade Provost. We were being detained there. In the course of investigation, we were in the detention for roughly 6 months to 7 months. When they asked us now, they released us. Being released us, they said that we have been charged for mutiny, 2-count charge for mutiny. I was so surprised that mutiny for what? I did not go to. What mutiny means is that maybe conspiring to turn away government. I did not understand what they are saying concerning that. I was being charged for mutiny. So the commander now that was there tried us. He gave me 58 days IHL, imprisonment with hard labor. That's the meaning of that IHL, imprisonment with hard labor. So he gave me 58 days. We started clearing grass, doing things such of labor, hard labor. So in our Kafia forest there, we started doing hard labor, very hard labor. Later on, they told us that we are going again to brigade commander order. When we get to brigade commander, he said that after giving us that 56 days, after me I've served 56 days IHL, that's 28 days times 2, that is 56 days IHL. After that, they told us that we are going to GOC from brigade commander again. They say we are going to GOC order. I said, what have we done that we deserve all this? From there, they say we have been referred to court martial. So the court martial was inaugurated on the 2nd of October 2014. So San Falano came to Abuja now. We just surprisingly we saw San Falano that came, that he said that is interesting in those case of mutiny cases. So that is how we narrate our story to him. So he said that okay, he stood for us without collecting anything from us, without collecting even any money from us, without collecting 1 naira from us. So he said that he will stand for our case. So when the court martial was going on, at the end of the court martial, they gave us death sentence by firing squad. When they gave us death sentence by firing squad, that was 24 December 2014. That was when they pronounced that judgment. So from there now, we were being detained in military intelligence underground at Apapa, Lagos. So that is where we were being detained. When they detained us there, I was there for 22 months. Nothing heard. We did not hear anything. I did not know anything about my family. I did not know anything about my relatives. So we were just in underground for 22 months in military intelligence. So suddenly, they came to carry us again August 26, 2015. That's 2016. They came to carry us that our case has been reversed to 10 years imprisonment. That is how they take us down to Kirikiri maximum prison at Apapa Kirikiri maximum prison. That is where they took us to. That death sentence has been quashed, and we have been given 10 years imprisonment. So we were there. Every one of us, we were just doing normal activities as a prisoner, doing every normal activities as a prisoner. So suddenly, because I did not have any, I'm just school cert holder. So fortunately, they advised us. I enrolled into the National Open University in Kirikiri, the maximum prison. So I enrolled into the National Open University. So I was in 200 level. Suddenly, the warder came to call us that we are being released by the Court of Appeal. That was on the 14th of May, 2019. So they said we are being released by the Court of Appeal. So that is when we left the prison on the 30th of May. The judgment was pronounced by the Court of Appeal on the 14th of May, 2019. So on the 30th of May, we left the prison ground. That is where we came out from the prison. So since then, we have not heard anything concerning the matter again. And the judgment, due to the judgment, they say that we should be reinstated according to the judgment being pronounced, that we should be reinstated, and all our rights and every of our benefits should be paid back to us. So since then, we could not hear anything up to date. So those are the things that happened, sir.
So officially, you're back to the Nigerian Army now. Is that what you're saying?
No, sir. We have, Army have to reinstate us before we can say we are fully back into the Nigerian Army. So we have not been reinstated. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I don't have any job doing. Our salary has been stopped since 2000. When we were about to take to prison, when they want to take us to prison, our salary has been stopped. They have been stopped paying us salary. So those are the. I've not been reinstated fully now, but according to the judgment of the Court of Appeal, they say that we should be reinstated.
September 12, 2013, that day happened to be my husband's birthday. So that day when I woke up, I was just worried. I feel my spirit was down that I did not hear from my husband. What is going on? I just feel dull. Even my children, they were asking me, "Mommy, what is it?" I said, "I did not hear from your daddy, and I'm feeling somehow in my spirit." I don't even know that day was the day they went for attack. Thank God, God saved my husband's life. After then, before I was here, they said that they have charged them for mutiny. December 24, 2014 happened to be the baddest day in my life because I am a hairdresser. This is where I manage to do little thing. That day I was having customer when I heard it that my husband was sentenced to death. That day, in fact, I collapsed because I was just imagining it. Is that how somebody used to be dead? Is that how is it going to end? I collapsed that day. It was even my customer. They are the one that just pour me water. Mommy Tolani, what is it? Mommy Tolani, what is it? I should calm down. I should calm down. They are the one that calmed me down. That December 24, 2014. It was the year I will never forget in my life. After the death sentences, when the Buhari regime came, Buhari came in 2015. They said they have changed the death sentences to 10 years imprisonment. Since then, we have not been finding it easy. We have not been finding it easy. Even to eat, they stopped my husband's salary. Even to eat is a problem. It was my neighbor that used to give us something. Even it was their leftover that they would give me and my children before we will eat. If my church, they give us something. People here and there that know my story, that they know what I'm passing through. They are the one that is giving us what to eat before we eat. Even my children's school fees. To pay my children's school fees is a problem. So we have been finding it difficult. Me, I'm begging the Nigerian army. They should release my husband entitlement for it. We have suffered a lot. Me and my children, sometimes we don't used to eat before we sleep. Sometimes it's only water that we give them to drink before they will sleep. Sometimes it was only garri that we would drink and give them before they will sleep. I'm begging the Nigerian army, they should release my husband entitlement according to the court of appeal that say they should reinstate him and give him all his benefits. If they don't want to reinstate him, they should just please and give him his rights. They should give him his benefit. We need it. We have suffered a lot. I'm begging them. I'm begging the new chief of army staff. I'm begging you that you should please give come into this matter and give my husband his entitlement. I'm begging all the Nigerian army, to whom it may concern, anybody it may be, that you should please. We have suffered a lot. I'm begging the Nigerian army. I'm begging everybody. They should come to our aid. This suffering is too much. That's what I want to, because the experience was so bad. I cannot even, anytime I remember, I don't like to remember what I passed through. Is it when my children will ask me, Mommy, when our daddy is going to come back? Mommy, when our daddy is going to come back? So person daddy have come back. When is our daddy going to come back? Please. I don't want to remember the experience, because it was a bitter year, a bitter day for me and my children. I'm begging them, they should release his entitlement. We have suffered a lot. It has not been easy for us.
Can you share some of the experience you had in prison for the period? You said you were in prison for 22 months. Underground, yes, for 22 months. What happened in the underground?
In that underground, I was traumatized. I cannot even recall all what happened, because that place, there is no sun. We cannot see daylight. Everywhere were very, very dark in that underground detention at Papa. So I did not hear from my family. I did not hear from my children. I did not hear from anybody, because no communication with anybody, just as if we are someone that is alive that is dead. That is the experience of that underground detention in Apapa there.
How did you know you spent 22 months? Who was keeping record for you?
Since the day we came inside that place, we came on the 10th of February 2015. That is when we get there. If the month is going back, at times we miss the dates. But at times we miss the date. But when day is coming and when day is brightening and day is coming dark, so making one day, that is how we used to count it. That's no timing, we don't have anything timing. But when the day is coming dark and the day is coming, that is where we know that this is one day. There was even a day that they did Easter. We never even knew that they did Easter. Later we were just thinking that Easter is supposed to be so date. Before we know, we just from those that used to bring food for us, they said that they have done Easter. So that very day I cried that it's just like I'm alive and just I'm dead, but just like person that is alive that is just dead. That is how the experience is like.
How about the food? What were the things you were eating?
Whatever concerning the feeding, whatever they give us is what we eat. Even my tummy got bigger, thinking that I'm growing fatter. I never know that it is even disease that is in my body. So concerning the feeding,
what kind of food?
they give us, at times they give us beans, at times they give us eba, that is very, very soft eba. They will give us a draw soup. So those are at times egusi are the one they will prepare in their own ways, not the way you want to prepare it. So that is how the feeding is like this.
Since your return in 2019, May 30, 2019 was when you eventually left prison. Till date, what have you been doing? How have you been feeding your family?
My wife is an hairdresser by profession. That's the trade she learned. She was the one even feeding me.
Before you joined the military, what would you have become if you were not in the military? I mean,
before I become military, my aim is to have money and stay away from this country. That is my aim and my purpose. I don't So when I could see, when my father did not have the money for me to travel to anywhere, so I don't have any option. So I just decided that to let me serve my nation, because army job, I see because of the way the job is like. I love the job. That is why I found passion in the job.
And you wanted to leave the country. That was your initial plan.
That is my plan. Yes, sir. That is my plan.
Why?
Just to go and work outside abroad, to do business, earn money. Those are my targets. But since that I could not have any money to make those trips, that is why I decided to join the Nigerian Army.
So you did not join the army because you did not gain admission to tertiary institution. You joined the army because you just wanted.
I love the job. That is why I joined the army. I supposed even to further my education in the military, but I could not. I just wish to serve the nation as a soldier. But
do you regret
of joining this military?
Yeah.
I never regret of joining the soldier. I never because it helps me a lot by bringing up my family.
What exactly do you want the government or the Nigerian military to do for you?
What I want, sir, I want them to please, because of my family, because of my children and my wife, I just want them to please, every of my benefits, every of my entitlement should be given to me, because this I've spent more than 18 years in the job now. So I'm just pleading to them that according to the court asked them we should be reinstated and our benefits should be paid. Even though they don't want me to do the job anymore, they should just give me my entitlement, and so that if it is retirement, my retirement benefits, they should just give to me and I should go.
How many children do you have?
I have 4 children, sir.
How old is
the eldest son? My eldest son is 16 by now. The second one is 12. The third one is about 9 years old, while the last born is just 10 months now.
Why did she miss you when you were in detention? What were the things she told you when you came back?
She missed me a lot. So even when she saw me for the first time, I can see tears of joy came out from her. Because she missed me a lot. She missed me. I missed my home. I missed my home. I missed my family. And I missed every of my friends around me.
Almost, did you think you were ever going to come back? Did you think with everything was good, maybe you thought this would have been the end?
For the first time when that death sentence was being pronounced, so I thought that it is over, that really it is going to happen, but I claim it with faith. I claim it with faith that by the special grace of God, I will skate through. And that is where I become closer to my God, in that place of detention. Because in prison, we see many people, they came into the prison yards to come and give us words of admonishment. I did some program, Joy Bringer. I did Sycamore Tree projects. I did Joy Bringer. I did Sycamore Tree projects. I did Alpha course. All this thing is just about opening our instincts, our level of thinking, so that we will know that this is not the end for us, that we still have hope of where we are going to. So there are many programs. I even find it, if it is not the suffering that is in the prison, I will say that what they teach in the prison will enlighten people's understanding, will make people know their God and come closer to their God.
When you saw him for the first time after the 9, how many years now, since 2013?
After the 2013, I saw him 2020, yes, 2018, where they take them to prison.
You went to see him?
Yes, I went to meet him in the prison because he sent somebody that said they take them to prison. When I went there, I was just crying because the way I saw my husband, I did not believe it, that his stomach was so swelled up as he was pregnant. Every part of his body was so swelled up. He was so his color changed to greenish. I was just imagining that, is this my husband? Is this my husband? But that day, in fact, throughout that day, I was so bitter in my heart. Even every night when I went to bed, I used to cry to remember my husband, because it's not easy. It's not easy for a man to leave woman for 6 good years. 6 good years. My husband leave me and my children. In the name of this Boko Haram issue, this army work. Please, I just